What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this beautiful Hump Day Wednesday. I'm doing real good myself. Shout out to the sister Queen I Know Who I Am for sending me this story right here. This delightful story about thug beats cops face bloody and brutal attack live streamed on Facebook. Of course, it features laughing onlookers egging him on. You know, I'm going to say him on because, well, he could have been defending himself, so why should he be called a suspect? Let him whoop his ass. Let him whoop his ass. That's what it said. You can see him right here, engaged in a look combat. He had to kind of snatch the officer up for whatever reason, and she fucked up. Doesn't look too happy. But this pales in comparison. It's not a problem compared to how they actually backshoot, people somewhat on a daily basis. All of them just don't make the news. Now to get into the story right here, it says a North Carolina police officer was airlifted to a hospital early Saturday morning after he was beaten while trying to make an arrest. And the attack was live streamed on Facebook, left his face bloody, and featured laughing onlookers. Roland Officer Michael Sale, 27, responded to a disturbance call and was beaten while trying to arrest a man. Chief Hubert B. Graham told WPDE TV. All right. Whoa, I'm surprised he didn't call for backup. Oh well, it's his own damn fault. Now, here's another picture right here of the altercation. A bystander recorded the attack on cell phone and it went live on Facebook. The station said, adding that the video gained dozens of shares. The video lasted at least 11 minutes, WPD reported in an earlier story. The station said the officer asked a man for assistance. No, cuz ain't nobody putting themselves in harm's way. Regular civilians do not get paid to do police work. All right? You got to handle your own business, boy. You see? Now to continue. But the man refused, as he should have. Several people came outside, and some urged others to help. WPD noted the officer was repeatedly punched in the face. The clip does show one man pulling the attacker away from the officer, but another man is heard saying, let him whoop his ass, let him whoop his ass. Now, before we go any further here, see, the thing is this, and I guess this is the picture of the man right here pulling this guy, trying to, get him off of him. And they said, no, let him whoop his ass. Now, this officer right here, he can thank his fellow officers for doing all this rogue crime ass shit, like what they did to Breonna Taylor, you know what I mean? George Floyd. I mean, it's been so many of them, man. It's hard to even remember their name. You know what I'm saying? It's been so many of them. Jacob Blake. You got them to thank for why you laying there getting your ass whooped, and you are still blessed that that's all you getting is ass whooping. See, because the hate and the crimes that your fellow officer in blue do in the name of the law, well, ones like you gonna pay the price some way or another anytime they let them off. Okay, that's just what it is. Now to continue, after the man lets go, the beating continues. Don't you let that man take you to fucking jail. Okay. The same man is heard saying to the attacker, the following are several clips to the attack. Content warning language. Okay. Now here's it on World Star Hip Hop. Okay. Or what have you. If I remember, I'm gonna put this in the link in the description box so y'all can check it out. But I'm not gonna show it on YouTube. YouTube get mad, you know what I'm talking about, especially as a white officer getting his ass whooped. They don't want to show those type of things, to come talking about some YouTube guidelines and all that shit, and I've seen dozens of other things, on YouTube they don't say shit about. Okay. Now, to continue here, this is pretty, they broke down in parts anyway, so. But, 3 parts. This is the video from the attack on the officer in North Carolina. Oh, a racist state right there, North Carolina. But that left him bloody and beaten. People on the street seem to find the situation humorous, and nobody attempts to help the officer. The video is hard to watch. Yeah, right. Okay. Now, Graham told WPDE that there was concern Officer Sale broke a bone around his eye. So he was airlifted to a hospital. He was since been discharged and is recovering at home with his family. The situation said, no, excuse me. The station said in a follow-up story, authorities charged Jamal Alfonso Rogers with assault with a deadly weapon with intentions to kill while inflicting serious injuries, kidnapping, damn, and 2 counts of resisting a public officer, the station said. Kidnapping, scratch that shit. You know what I'm talking about. What else has got up? Let me see. Intentions to kill. No, I don't think he intended to kill him. We just want to give him a severe ass whooping. That's what he gave him. Okay? See? Assault with what deadly weapon? His fist? You know what I mean? And I guess this is a young man right here whooped the officer's ass. Okay? Rogers appeared before a judge Monday, and his bond was set at $500,000. WPDE said, adding that he's being held at Robeson County Detention Center and that it's unlikely Rogers will make bond. Y'all know that when you gave him that kind of bond in the first fucking place. That's a $500,000 bond, number one. And number two, well, I think you got to pay 10%. What's 10% of that? 500,000, about 50 grand or some shit like that. That's a lot of money. It's more than 500. It's about 50 grand to say the least. So y'all knew what y'all was doing. You're going to make it hard on him anyway just because he kicked his officer ass. Okay? To continue, Graham said Sale was the only officer on duty Friday night, the station said, which is why it took some time for backup to arrive. All right. He was working by himself that night. The chief said in a separate story that is being worked on. Graham also told WPDE he wishes others had stepped up to help because they knew the situation the officer was in. Robeson County Sheriff Bernice Wilkins shared his thoughts about the attack on Facebook. Ain't nobody putting themselves in harm's way to help a rogue ass officer. You know what I mean? Rogue. You may as well be a rogue, because the thing is this. You don't do a damn thing. You don't step up. You don't go after against your fellow officers who commit all these fucking racial crimes that they do. The back shooters. You see what I'm saying? Where were you at then? Officer Sales, whatever your damn name is. You see, I don't have no remorse for you. All it seems you just got your ass whooped. That's all that was, Now, in conclusion, Officer Sale was surrounded by a crowd outside a store last December when he worked for the Maxton Police Department and was violently beaten by one man in the crowd, the station said. As with this weekend's attack, the incident last year was recorded on cell phone and shared on social media. PDE said. All right. Well, that's just too bad for Officer Sales, But when you learn to start being more fair and go against and make arrests against your own kind and wearing this badge right here, that commit all kinds of crimes in the name of the law, maybe the people will step up and help you the next time you get your ass whooped. All right? Let's just look at it like that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.